Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of the video. I hope you all enjoy it, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe and follow me along my YouTube and podcasting journey. Once everything went to crap, I think there'd be no structure left of civil society. It would die out pretty quickly. And anyone who would try to keep things in line and keep the way of the old world in order, I think they would fail. Because you see it in all these zombie movies, someone trying to make sure that civil society stays alive. They end up getting killed eventually. The majority rule are people who are just trying to survive whichever way they can, and there's no civil society in that. Again, let me know, in the zombie apocalypse, would you be for keeping a structure of civil society, or would you be like, it's the Wild Wild West, survival of the fittest? Would you prescribe to that kind of way of thinking, or would you want to work together with other people to kind of rebuild society? If we look at movies and TV shows around zombie apocalypses, just take Walking Dead for instance. There's loads of different examples in that show where trying to keep a civil society didn't work in the end. At one stage in the show, Rick and the group are able to become a part of this gated community who are safe from the zombies. They're working together, they're building a community and trying to bring some life back into civil society. But when the zombies eventually break through the barriers, infighting starts to happen, society breaks down, and that community goes up in flames, because at the end of the day, most people living in that community and most people within a zombie outbreak will want to just survive by any means necessary. If that means sacrificing someone, so be it. And I think civil society always breaks down, or any structural society always breaks down in these zombie movies and zombie TV shows. There's no room for it. Another TV show, Black Summer. In my opinion, a more realistic portrayal of what people would act like during a zombie apocalypse. Even the camera work in that show, in my opinion, is a good representation of people's mindsets during a zombie apocalypse, which is scattered. The camera work in that show, if you watch it, it's just chasing people. The camera just pans from one person to the next, and it's chaotic, which is what a zombie apocalypse is. It's chaos. It's, oh my god, I wasn't planning for this. Where do I go? What do I do? What do I grab? Who do I trust? Where do we hide? It's all chaotic thinking. And Black Summer does a great job at actually putting you as a viewer in that mindset as well. I remember watching it and I got disorientated at some stage because the camera work is very shaky at times. But the actors in the show, they seem like real people. The only actor I did recognize in that show was an actress from White Chicks. I don't know her name, but she was very good in the show. She's a mother in the show and she gets separated from her kid, and she has to spend the whole majority of the first season trying to find her. It is a very well written show, very realistic. If you haven't watched it already, I definitely recommend it. It's up on Netflix. I think there's 4 seasons to watch. Very, very entertaining watch. But again, like I said, a realistic portrayal of how people would act in a zombie apocalypse. Some people make alliances, some people go out on their own, some people have this thought that civil society still exists, kind of like Dale in Walking Dead. And Dale in The Walking Dead, he doesn't want to kill anyone. He still thinks that's immoral and you should do the right thing. Whereas Shane in The Walking Dead, he'll do anything to survive. It doesn't matter killing a stranger. It doesn't matter killing someone he just met if it means having Laurie and Carl be safe. But we all know he had different motivations. Off topic, let me know whether you're Team Shane or Team Rick. I know in the end there was a couple of things that Shane did that probably Rick should have done, and Shane was acting more like a leader then than Rick. But again, let me know if you're Team Shane or Team Rick, and if you watch Walking Dead. Another thing I think people forget that you'd need to survive a zombie outbreak is good people skills. Be able to talk to someone without undermining them, and be able to negotiate, be able to stay on someone's good side. If you're in a zombie apocalypse and you're insulting everyone left and right, kind of like Daryl Dixon at the start of Walking Dead and his brother Merle, you're going to be killed straight away because everyone doesn't like you. Maybe if Merle had a bit of better people skills, he would have survived longer and he wouldn't have got trapped on that roof. Because at the end of the day, he got trapped on that roof because everyone hated him and didn't mind leaving him to the zombies. The last thing I can think of that you would need for the zombie outbreak is physical fitness. I'm pretty sure they addressed this concept and this idea in Zombieland. If you've ever seen that movie, the opening monologue, Jesse Eisenberg's character talks about how cardio has been his number one lifesaver in surviving the zombie apocalypse as long as he has. So I definitely think I would need to get in shape for the zombie apocalypse, because right now I'm not able to run a mile or run 1k without catching a breath. So outrunning a zombie I wouldn't be able to do. And that very smoothly brings me into my next transition, which is working out. The past while, maybe just before Christmas, I've just lacked motivation with my food, my diet, my fitness regime, no workouts to speak of. But I think the last week I felt really crappy about it. So I think it was 2 days ago or a day ago. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I went in and I bought a Fitbit, Samsung Fitbit, to pair to the phone. It was on sale, which I was very happy about because these things are expensive. But I went in and I bought it anyway, just as a motivation to get walking every day, get my steps up, get my cardio going again, and making sure that I get consistent workouts going from now on. And I'm also starting to analyze my food a bit more. I need to go back to portion controlling my food because that seemed to work for me last time. I'm not going to go big into the calorie counting again because it is a bit obsessive. You do get into it a bit too much and you start to analyze your food to the point where you think, is this even fun anymore? So I'm going to make sure to do it in a healthy way and not overanalyze my food and over obsess with it, because that can be detrimental as well. So I'm just going to make sure that I adjust my diet, up my exercise, and having the Fitbit on my wrist really does help because you can see the progress you make during the day. You can see your statistics. You can see how much you're sleeping, how your diet is affecting your sleep, how your workouts are affecting your sleep, how much you're walking every day, and the progress you make as you go. And it gives you little encouraging landmarks as well, saying, oh, you've walked the length of the Sahara, or you've walked the length of the London Tube station, or whatever it is. So I'm looking forward to getting into a workout mindset again. Like people say, it is 80% food and 20% exercise, so I do need to look at my food a bit more. But again, I want to make sure that I leave enough of my diet so I'm still enjoying my meals and I'm not miserable throughout everything, because I am a bit of a picky eater. I have got better in the last while. You know, Leanne has kind of refreshed my palate and opened me up to a different array of foods and kind of turned me on to some nice foods that I now love. But as well as that, I still am picky enough, so I want to make sure I keep the foods in that I love and that are good for me, and that I'm not miserable eating my breakfast and my dinner. I'm actually really excited to get back on track and get back into working out. And like I said, with the Fitbit on my wrist, it does help my mentality, helps me keep that state of mind of consistently working out, seeing my progress, and making sure that I'm happy with where I'm going. And I think I'm going to take motivation from the ideas and the thoughts that are racing around my head this week about zombie apocalypses and just put it in the mindset of I'm training to survive a zombie apocalypse. And I want to make sure that in the array of things that could kill me, my cardio is not one of them. I have no clue how long this mindset will last or whether it'll help at all, but I might as well give it a go. Sure, I have nothing to lose. I hope you all enjoyed these kind of topics of conversation. I enjoy talking about them. If you do, I'll make sure to keep you updated on my workout routines, my workout schedule, my motivation, and the fitness journey I plan to embark on to get in shape for my wedding. This is where I'm going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was something different today. I wanted to talk about a zombie outbreak movie and a game that I'm playing in Days Gone, but I also wanted to give it a realistic spin and talk about the realities of a zombie outbreak. Who would you be in that scenario? Again, I'd love to know your feedback on these videos. If you're enjoying them, please give them a thumbs up, and if you're liking the videos, please subscribe to my channel and follow me along my YouTube and podcasting journey. Again, you can always find my podcast Finding Yourself up on Anchor FM and Spotify to listen to. And again, if you enjoy my videos on my YouTube, please subscribe. I always appreciate it. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Finding Yourself with Kyle Duffy. Thanks for listening.